Hey everybody, how's it going? So, I've been putting off this update because there's no way to tell the story of what happened last game in Psychlord's campaign without me looking like a huge, gigantic, unredeemable dick. And I mean, seriously, I've thought about it for the last 4 fucking days now. Like, maybe I could, no. Maybe I could, no. Like, none! Nothing! Nothing. I am unredeemable in this horrible fucking tale I'm about to fucking say. So, let's just get on with it and you can fucking scorn me like I rightfully fucking deserve. So, I wasn't there for the first half of the game, so I don't really know what happened in detail. I do know that the party ended up finding 2 hounds of Tundless or something like that. Basically, Cthulhu dogs. They're creatures based off of Cthulhu mythos, and basically, angle hounds. I think that's one of the names that they're known by. Basically, they're these weird dog-like creatures. They're not really related to canines in any way. It's just, you know, congruent evolution just caused them to, you know, they basically took on the same shape as a canine. But these are weird fucking creatures. Like, they existed before fucking time and space and all that crap. And they live in angles, which is why one of their names is angle hounds. They live in angles. They can teleport through angles. They're weird. And the fight was going, from what I hear, really bad for him until Lundy managed to get a really, really good, solid hit in, and that frightened him away. But that's not that fucking good, because, like, seriously, if playing in Call of Cthulhu has taught me anything, whenever you run up against something that is part of the Cthulhu mythos, there's 2 options. There's just 2 options. Either one, don't make it pissed off at you. Or 2, fucking kill it. So, like, neither of those options worked here. So now we got fucking horrible Cthulhu things pissed at us. But that's fucking not the worst part. Because this is when my character comes back in. So they went back to the shop to get healed up and to get some items and fucking shit. So I come back. And we decide to go back to the room where they fought the hounds. So there's a trap door there, and it leads down to a 20-foot shaft. So we used the rope of climbing we found previously to go down there. Me, Lundy, and Nectin Visir. I mean, not Nectin, not Visir. Me, Lundy, and Angus. That's their characters' names. Visir and Nectin, respectively. So, we're down there, and we see a giant, rusted-out iron golem. And I'm like, somebody should go up there and touch it. And they're like, no, we don't want to touch it. And I'm like, fine. So, I pick up a rock, and I just fling it at the fucking thing as I'm running away from this. Act of fucking assholishness, number 1. So, what comes out of the Iron Golem is a swarm of rust monsters. And rust monsters are basically, imagine a giant orange-brown silverfish mixed with a giant lizard. And they're not really that tough, but they're one of the most feared creatures in all of D&D because, as their name implies, they rush shit. And a lot of times, your best fucking items for adventurers, weapons and armor, are fucking metal. So, yeah, you can kill these things in 1 to 2 hits, but in that time, they're gonna turn whatever you have into shit. They're a little less dangerous than in previous editions, because in previous editions, if they hit with their, because like they got these feathery tentacle things in their heads. In previous editions, if they hit with those things, boom, it automatically destroyed whatever you had if it failed the will save. But in Pathfinder, if they touch something, it becomes broken, and then if they touch it again, it's destroyed. So you have a chance now. Like if you get away from a rust monster and it didn't destroy your shit, but it just breaks it, yeah, you're gonna have to spend money to fix it. But that's better than spending more money rebuying the fucking shit you once had. So I'm going up the rope, and Lundy and Angus are falling behind me. And I'm like, now's my chance. Now's my fucking chance. So when they get on the rope and start fighting off the rust monsters to try and climb up, I take my shot. I shoot for the fucking rope because, like, it's fucking time. It's, like, right now. I can kill him. I can finally rid myself of fucking Visir. So I shoot the fucking rope. Act of assholishness 2. So Angus and fucking Visir are trapped. I mean, Angus and Lundy are trapped down there. And it goes from bad to worse because the Iron Golem wakes up. Yeah, it's severely weakened because it's fucking, it's rusted. But eventually one of the NPCs, Jillian, she wants to wipe out some of the fucking rust monsters because there's fucking 10 of them. And, like, 10 of anything is going to give you a hard fucking time. Like, even 10 goblins. Like, yeah, like, fucking, when you're fighting, like, a lot of things, and you got, like, 2 people, like, it's going to be fucking tough. So she decided to try to even the odds down there. She released a flaming sphere, which is basically, it's like the druid, if you ever played Diablo 2, it's like the druid spell Molten Earth, where it's got, like, the giant ball of molten lava and it moves around and shit. It's kind of like that. So, but the problem is, Iron Golems get healed by fire, and the flaming sphere pretty much went off right inside of the Iron Golem. And in fact, like, at one point, like, it was actually directly inside of the Iron Golem. So each round we were hitting it, it's just regenerated. And it was a long, grueling fucking battle that was much more complicated than it fucking need to be, thanks to me, El Shay, the lovable fucking rogue. So we finally get the rust monsters down, and fucking Queenie finally gets the Iron Golem down. And she goes over to Brianna, because Brianna managed to see what El Shay did, and Brianna failed her bluff check, so she told fucking Queenie's character what happened. And Queenie's character, and just rightfully so, turned around and shot El Shay in the face. Now, you might be thinking this is where the story ends, but this is where it gets worse. Believe me. So, Queenie turns around to start talking to fucking Darth's character, and fucking El Shay whizzes around and fucking shoots Queenie in her back. And, you know, me and Queenie are just, like, fucking standing at each other. Like, she's got her musket to my head, I got my fucking crossbow to her fucking gut. So Lundy comes over, knocks out El Shay, and then they start trying to figure out what to fucking do with El Shay, because Queenie blabs and fucking tells them El Shay purposely tried to fucking kill Lundy. So, fucking, some talk of torture gets brought up, and the other NPC we have, Anna, does not want that, because she still kind of likes El Shay, and she's not that kind of person to allow fucking torture. So, torture's out of the question. So El Shay gets a bit of a reprieve during the night, and that's all he needed, because Kalen's character was secretly working with El Shay. So during the night, Kalen's character, who was on last watch, gave El Shay a healing potion, at which point El Shay proceeds to escape his bonds, rip off a chunk of his own flesh to write down a message to the rest of the party, which basically amounts to, "You're fucking dead." He then proceeds to go outside of the ruins and burn what cargo we had saved from the previous attack. Then he got onto his riding dog, rode back to Skullport, told Lord Reynolds that the party had in fact stolen the supplies and was planning to fucking sell them and not cut the Lord in. Then he went to Queenie and Lundy's house, burned it to the ground, and in the process killing their pets. And then he outed Queenie as a drow. Yeah. So at this point, I have to pull my ultimate trump card. I NPC El Shay, and I basically give his character sheet to Psych Lord, and it's like, here you go, do what you will. So basically now, El Shay is going to go around and create what surmounts to the Revenge Society. He's going to find the people who this fucking dim-witted group of fucking dummies continuously fuck up their plans. And, you know, the world would be such a better place if these fuckers were gone. So that's how he's going to convince some people. Like, some people it's going to be very hard to convince. Like, fucking Gabby. Gabby, he's really going to have to appeal to Gabby's basic urges and be like, look, Gabby, if these guys are out of the way, man, you can fucking kill and murder whoever the fuck you want. So, like, that's good. Like, some people, though, like Ajax, the guy who's pissed off at Lundy, that fucking idiot, like, I'll be honest, like, he's probably going to be the first person El Shay hooks up with. Because fucking, he doesn't sound that smart to me, Ajax. Like, just how fucking rash and short-sighted he is. Like, he didn't sound that intelligent, but, like, he'd be good for some muscle. I already have Blythe on my side, so I got a fucking army of skeletons I can use. And that's the other thing, like, I told everybody, like, with El Shay now, it's fuck the communism shit. It's like, his fucking philosophy is revenge. That's it. Like, that's all he's gonna worry about, is revenging you fucks. And, like, it's gonna be bad. So, and there's already a lot of people. Like, I already mentioned Ajax and Gabby, but there's also Morgan, the succubus, who we took 2 of her friends and sold them into slavery. I'm sure she would like some fucking revenge on these people. Also, there's the drow assassins who are after Queenie. I'm sure I could probably at least coordinate with them. Be like, hey, look, I know you don't like us, we don't like you, but the enemy of my enemy is my friend, and we also want these people dead. So, let's go team. So, yeah, that's it. That's what happened. So, yeah, there's nothing else to say. I'm a fucking dick. I played into my alignment. This is why I should not be allowed to play evil characters. It really is. So, my next character, he's a support guy. He is 100% team player guy. Like, so, like, none of it, like, I'm not tempted with my next character. He's not going to be the kind of character El Shay was, but, like, god damn it. It's scary the things I can fucking do when I fucking set my mind to it when I play neutral. I just can't play neutral evil. That's it. Because this shit always happens when I play neutral evil. Because it happened in fucking dumb old fucking goddamn Kingmaker. That's how that fucking campaign got ruined, because of my neutral evil fucking spy master and all of the shit he was fucking doing, and all of the fucking people he was pissing off. So yeah, I can't play fucking neutral evil. That's it. Like, new rule for Napalm. No neutral evil. No neutral evil for Napalm. From what I hear, really bad for him until Lundy managed to get a really, really good solid hit in, and that frightened him away. But that's not that fucking good, because, like, seriously, if playing in Call of Cthulhu has taught me anything, whenever you run up against something that is part of the Cthulhu mythos, there's 2 options. There's just 2 options. Either one, don't make it piss off. Maybe I could, no. Maybe I could, no. Like, none. Nothing. I am unredeemable in this horrible fucking tale I'm about to fucking say. So, let's just get on with it, and you can fucking scorn me like I rightfully fucking deserve. So, I wasn't there for the first half of the game, so I don't really know what happened in detail. I do know that the party ended up finding two hounds of Tundless or something like that. Basically, Cthulhu dogs. They're creatures based off of Cthulhu mythos, and basically angle hounds. I think that's one of the names that they're known by. Basically, they're these weird dog-like creatures. They're not really related to canines in any way. It's just, you know, congruent evolution just caused them to, you know, they basically took on the same shape as a canine. But these are weird fucking creatures. Like, they existed before fucking time and space and all that crap. And they live in angles, which is why one of their names is angle hounds. They live in angles. They can teleport through angles. They're weird. And the fight was going. Hey everybody, how's it going? So, I've been putting off this update because there's no way to tell the story of what happened last game in Psychlord's campaign without me looking like a huge, gigantic, unredeemable dick. And I mean, seriously, I've thought about it for the last 4 fucking days now. Like,